Hi Virgo, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. As always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Virgo and the message could be for you, so feel free to take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are general and timeless readings. If you're wanting to book a one-on-one, I was just thinking, see, this is why I need to speak out loud. I was just thinking good news, like, this is positivity, success, achievement, abundance, like, this is good. Okay, my website information is down below if you guys want to book a one-on-one. Just subscribe your email there. That way you'll always get an email notification every time my availability opens up. Look at your cards, how appropriate. And as always, oh yeah, you guys can follow me over on Instagram. That information is also down below. I just post more stuff on like quantum physics and things that I can't really post about over here. So that's over there if you guys want to join. As always, thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you've supported the channel. Let's dive in. Okay. Virgo. What are we getting? That was kind of a lot. Okay, there's something that has potential here, possible. I'm getting here just a little bit. Yeah. Well, okay, there was a lot of cards that popped out. I don't know if I want to like take all of them, but there's a lot going on here. Okay, I'm just getting straight up that there's just like a ton of responsibility. It's very interesting here because I feel like, yeah, something with pretty positive potential is coming into your existence right now. I'm not sure in what form. It could be business potential, it could be a love relationship, it could be health, it could be pretty much anything, money, whatever you want to put it on, but we'll dive into the details. I mean, there is a money aspect here. For my sanity, don't get caught up on gender. That could be just you, because there you are, earth sign. And this is your card too, which is quite hilarious. So, let's see. But the sun card was first. You could be dealing with a Leo, but this is Gemini, Virgo. I do think that something is completing, like some type of chapter. Could be even like a freaking nightmare is over. Okay. And that's why it's feeling super positive, because I feel as though in this energy, you've just had to stay really practical. And yeah, isn't it interesting that visioning came out right there? And on this card, there's vision. So you kind of had to just work on the mundane, and it could have been that you were just trying to stay focused on business and finances and things like that, or your health, like very dedicated and routine and almost like boring. Just, I know it seems that way, but you had to be very practical for a while. Maybe things about you were spending money on, just being very maybe frugal, but you were just super dedicated and focused at this time and committed to a process of yours, right? So that chapter is completing and it's bringing in super positive thing, all right? Whatever that is. And it's like this blessed change almost. It's like you had to stay committed to one thing and for a long amount of time just waiting. It's almost like when you're strength building with your muscles, like you have to do it every single day and it can seem kind of like repetitive or mundane, and then eventually you see the long-term goals, right? That's kind of what I'm seeing here, is like the dedication is paying off or whatever is going on there. And that's why I think your manifestation abilities are probably going to be stronger because of whatever you've been committing to. Like, this can be a multitude of things, but I'm seeing a huge payoff, like whatever this is that you've been committed to, okay? So, visioning, that's super positive. So this has been what's going on. I do feel like you've been feeling that whole, like, you have this huge blessing in your life, but at the same time, it is a burden because you've had to, like, keep up on something and stay in gratitude, which can sometimes be a struggle when there's really crappy things going on the side. But I'm getting something here that during this Queen of Pentacles energy, it kind of feels like something with great potential could be coming in, but you feel maybe overwhelmed by it. Like your capacity is what you're maybe questioning at this time. Like, can I handle this? Or, you know, can I take on more? But you have the Power card too, which is hilarious. I love that. So let's see. I don't know. Let's dive into the details. Let's see what it's talking about. Tarot is very interesting. Look, there's the Leo card again. There's the Strength card. Yeah, some of you guys could be dealing with possibly a broken heart, or you went through some type of betrayal. Three of Swords, the Strength card. So it's like in this energy, you just had to stay kind of practical about like maybe committed to your career, because that was stable for a while, so I can see kind of that. But there's a change coming up. Oh yeah, there's some, that could be grief, sorrow, regret. Yeah, that's a part of the Strength card. Totes. Yeah, I think you guys have been in this process of just letting something go, or, you know, it, no matter what, it's not working out. And there it is, the Devil. Okay, definitely feels like a codependent toxic connection. Six of Cups. Sheesh. Okay, this is not messing around, because there's the Devil. There is something very tempting about this energy. And there's the Six of Cups. All right, so I just have to say it straight up. It's just one of those reads. I do think that someone is trying to return from your past, straight up. And there's the Knight of Wands. Okay, some in and out energy. It can't commit. This person straight up has trauma. Should we dive into it? Okay. Look, the only reason we go over this stuff, which these readings, yeah, they do suck, because it can be like, holy shiz, let's move on from the past. But, you know, there's only so much I can do if you guys are still straight up dealing with trauma bonds or toxic connections or anything that's kind of like codependency related. You know, if you're dealing with Stockholm Syndrome, it's just good to remind you of what you had to go through, because it will happen again and it will clobber you again. Okay, so yeah, look at this, see, it is all good. Okay, but I do think this person is gonna continue to come in, right? So what I've been seeing in the energies in general, what I've been talking about, Mercury finally came out of the shadow phase. Like, I know it's been out of retrograde for a while, but it was still in its shadow phase, which could have meant that what I've been seeing right now, because Venus retrograde is going to come out of its shadow at the very end of February, which means that exes still could come back. And it also could be that your emotions could resurface, which may be why you're even like considering this. It's like a lot of thinking about the past, and I would not go there. Okay, because you might be activating certain thoughts that are pretty potent. I mean, this even could be of a sexual nature, because you have the Knight of Wands, because maybe you're trying to legit conjure up passion. The only thing I can say about that is, like, it might be good for you to focus on your 5th house, sports, hobbies, passion, creativity, to try to like revive that energy, because that's why this was so potent. It was so like tangible, and that's why you keep going back to those memories, because it really does conjure up a powerful energy within you. But there's also an entanglement. That's why, for those of you, if you still have communication channels open, then yeah, this person might be feeling like, oh, Virgo, is Virgo thinking about me? Because I'm thinking about Virgo. So something could come up in their reality, like a little synchronicity or something like that. And that could be the Magician card. It's like, oh, there's this synchronicity that's popping up. That must mean that I'm supposed to go back to Virgo. So I'm going to reach out and see what is going on with Virgo. And then Virgo is like, no, get the heck away from me. Because this is like a person that is non-committal, like they're legit. And hey, I'm not bashing on the Knight of Wands. I've even been in the Knight of Wands phase, okay? It's just like when you want to go out and explore the world and things like that. So anyway, here's what I'm seeing. Okay, Page of Wands. Look, there's still the fire there. Isn't that funny that both of those came out? Because this is what's interesting. The thing I love about how she does these cards, so that is the Page of Wands right there in that card. And this is the spark. So this is like part of what drives us as humans is sex. Like it's the chemical that you need to accomplish certain things. This is very legit. But what's tricky about this is this can be the start of a trauma bond. Because when you feel that intense, like, sexual desire, there's a shame underneath it. And I'm not even gonna get into that it could possibly be toxoplasmosis. Don't even get me started down that train of thought. But it could be talking about the devil is whatever things pull at you. And it's like that like forbidden fruit, the thing that you shouldn't have, or it will be shamed and you go towards it. That's why I'm talking about the underlying level of this is shame that could be unapproached. So I would say that might be the thing that you want to look at. I do think that you're going to move away from this, the Chariot card. There could be something here about this person might be a traveler or move around a lot, or there could be something there about, and that is typically the Knight of Wands, like a player. It's a person who's had trauma with their parents, so they run from home to home, like creating the same relationship that they had with their mother and trying to fulfill a karma that they never can. And it's a whole chemical thing, right? So that's a part of their detachment, is they're still kind of like on the run. And I'm getting, it's like intuitively, yeah, you know you need to release this, because it could create this huge burden for you. You know what I mean? So, final outcome, look at this. I do think that, look at her face. I think that's kind of what you're having to do at this point, just like humbly bowing your head, and just, you can't really deny the truth anymore of that. Like, you've got to keep this, your mind strong. Like, you've got to keep that truth. That sword represents memories and truth. And it's like, that's what you're going to have to grasp onto, is the truth, to help you to see out of this. Because probably what will happen is emotionally, you can feel like the sensitivity of this person's trauma. And that's legit. And that Five of Cups can totally pull you into the emotional sensitivity that you have toward their pain that they're going through. But along with their pain can also be like this coldness. Like, it's freaking crazy. Like, they can just turn everything off with a one switch. And that's actually what I'm seeing here, is kind of like, if there was to be a sexual reunion, then what would happen was, right after that moment, because in that moment, what happens when you are sexually intimate, why am I diving into all this? When you're sexually intimate, when you touch another human, you release oxytocin, serotonin. You release all of these feel-good chemicals. So, and it's literally a cure for depression. So in that energy, that person is coming to you for that tonic, but in other areas, they've got so much repressed shadow, and they could have addictions to cover that up, sexual addictions or whatever their addiction thing is, alcohol, smoking, whatever it is. They have a way that they detach. So the emotion becomes deeply repressed, and you pick up on it. You can feel the sensitivity of them and the depth of them, but the way that they act is so freaking polar opposite. So that's why I'm seeing you will be left with the burden of this person, whatever would happen after that sexual interaction, because all of a sudden they would turn cold, and then all of your memories of what you had been through would come flooding back with this person. Okay, so it's like, do yourself a favor. Intuitively, you know what's the best course for you. I do think that this is where you're heading to. Four of Wands could be happy home. Some of you, that could be marriage. But I do think that like this energy could actually be keeping you from that. And you being able to not repeat this pattern with this particular person and what transpires here, you will complete a cycle. Okay, the World card. You will change the cycle here. And dude, I will tell you, you'll be thanking yourself later that you didn't get involved with this. So they're coming back in for a last little hurrah, okay? Or a little bit of like, test your boundaries, see if you've forgotten the pain, if you've moved on from it. So do just remember what I'm saying, because there could be something super cool coming up for you, and this could be holding you back from that, right? You've got great potential on the horizon. So maybe do give them the middle finger, but in a Buddhist kind of Zen, nice law of attraction way. So Virgo, let me dive into the extended. I'll see whatever else wants to come out. If you guys want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link. I'll see you over there. But Virgo, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.